Hey there, Pajama Grandma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. In case we haven't met yet, go and put hashtag pajama in the comments below. So I know it's the first time you're being exposed to the Pajama Grandma. Today is day 30 of our just me randomly pulling 3 cards from 3 different decks that speak to the main areas that give us a hard time any time of year, but especially this time of year as we're running into the holidays. So I am pulling from 3 different card decks, which go along with books, a card that has to do with our well-being, our health, our relationships, our wisdom, and our money, our finances. So health, wealth, and relationships, so that we can just have a positive message going into every day till the end of the year. So the first one from the well-being deck today says, no one else needs to know this. Nobody else needs to know this, only you. So what the heck is this that only you need to know? Well, it's not necessary for even one other person to understand these laws of the universe. For you are the attractor of your experience, just you. So only you need to understand the law of attraction, the law of reciprocity, the law of karma, the law of cause and effect. Only you need to understand those laws and apply those laws to your life. It doesn't matter if anybody else on the planet applies them or understands them, as long as you do and you have them working in your life. That is all that matters, because only you can create for you. From our wisdom deck from Louise Hay, today we have a cute little kitty cat that says, I deserve only good in my life. I deserve only good in my life. I release other people's fears and limitations. I think my own loving thoughts. I was just talking to my son-in-law about that yesterday, about how many of our thoughts don't even really belong to us. They're just beliefs and thoughts and things that we've picked up from other people around us, those we love and care about. Our parents, our co-workers, our bosses, our politicians, our grandmas, our grandpas, our friends. A lot of the beliefs, a lot of the thoughts and the things that we think a lot and often, we don't even really believe. We just have adopted them because everybody around us has adopted them. And finally, from Money and the Law of Attraction, we have, I can always tell a different financial abundance story. That is very powerful, telling a different story. Guess what? We're telling our own story all the time. We're living in a never-ending story. And we can change what happens in our life, the results we get in our life, just by telling a different story. Not only in finances, but in any other area of our life. How about our physical health? And how about our contribution? How about our spirituality? How about our emotional well-being and thoughts? How about our relationships? We can tell a different story about anything, anytime we want. It says, what anyone else has or does not have has nothing to do with you. The only thing that affects your experience is the way you utilize the non-physical energy with your thoughts. Your abundance or lack of it in your experience has nothing to do with what anybody else is doing or having. It only has to do with your perspective. It only has to do with your offering of thought. If you want your fortunes to shift, you have to begin telling a different story. You have to begin reinterpreting things, looking at things differently, and telling a different story about the way things are, the way they've always been, the way you are. Those are our positive messages for today. I'm going to grab these and carry these with me today like I always do. I encourage you to think of a couple of positive phrases or things if you don't have these card decks or any type of a card deck. Write it on a 3x5 card. I always have 3x5 cards with me that I'm writing positive messages on, or things I want to think more about, or Post-it notes. I have Post-it notes a lot too that I write important things on. What your work is to feel good, things like that. I have positive messages around me all the time, and I recommend that you do the same. That's it. Go out, make it a fantastic day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.